Hello, my name is Darren Woodfork. I'm an attorney here in Scottsdale, Arizona. In today's video, I want to tell you kind of why you want to hire a lawyer early if you've been involved in a car accident or if you know somebody's been in a car accident. The reason why they'd want to hire a lawyer early in the case is because that the insurance company won't treat you fairly if you don't have a lawyer. And then also, I know that people think that they're going to save money on legal fees if they do it on their own. But in the end, it's not going to work just because you won't get enough money out of your settlement to make it worth it. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes I'll get a call from somebody who's been in a car accident and they were in a car accident, 9 months earlier, and they'll say that they want to hire me because the insurance company is not offering them enough money. And I always have to tell them that at that point in time, because it's been 9 months, that the insurance company, they've already kind of like cemented their position in how much they're going to give you. And they won't care if you hire a lawyer. You're not going to like threaten them that you're going to hire a lawyer. If you do, like I said, hire me or hire a lawyer or whatever, the only thing that we can do is file a lawsuit. And so that's the only way that you'll get more money if you've been trying to do it for 9 months on your own. And so that's kind of the reality of what happens. I had a client who, did the same thing. And again, I told him, I said, well, if you want to hire me now, just remember that we're going to, just understand we're going to have to file suit and we'll have to litigate it. You have to go in front of the jury or the arbitrator or whoever and ask for the amount of money that the case is really worth because the insurance company is not going to change their mind. And another point that is, I think, even worse from my perspective is that when you try to do the case by yourself, the insurance company is going to say, okay, when you're done with your treatment, send us your medical bills, and then we'll pay for your medical bills and we'll pay for your pain and suffering. The problem with that is when the individual who doesn't have a lawyer sends the insurance company their medical bills, the insurance company is going to go to the doctor, go to the chiropractor, go to the hospital, and they're going to tell the hospital that your bill is inflated and you need to reduce it. It's just like what I said in the previous video about why I fight to reduce my clients' medical bills, and I'll leave that in the card here about what that's about. But the insurance company is going to do the same thing. They're going to go to these medical providers and say, hey, look, we know you inflate your bills. You need to reduce it down to this amount. So then when they do that, the insurance company does that, then they go back to the guy who was hurt, the claimant or whatever, and they go to him and say, okay, well, we know that you had $5,000 worth of chiropractic bills, but we got them to reduce it down to $2,500. So now we're going to give you $2,500 for your bill, and then we're going to give you another $1,000 or $3,500 for your case. Well, that right there is probably $15,000, $20,000 less than what you should get if you had a lawyer, because a lawyer basically would take that $5,000 bill, add another $10,000 for pain and suffering, and then you would get a settlement for $15,000, $20,000 after your case with the lawyer. Then the lawyer is going to go back to the chiropractor and ask for a small reduction, and you'll put that in your pocket. So that's why you hire a lawyer early before the insurance company can reduce that bill in the beginning stages. So in my perspective, from dealing with this every day, that's the best benefit of hiring a lawyer early. And then finally, just kind of stuff that you might already, it's kind of common sense, well, not common sense, but kind of you might understand, is that when you hire a lawyer early, we'll tell you kind of, what to do as far as like go to your doctor quick, have your doctor kind of send you out to the chiropractor or physical therapist or whatever, have your your doctor to quarterback the whole thing. Because if you don't know that, you just might go to the urgent care or the chiropractor down the street or something like that. You may not know like the steps in order to build a good personal injury case to go in the very beginning, because again, this is probably your first accident, whereas the lawyers, we've done 5,000 cases, so we can tell you kind of what to do. And again, we'll explain, like, the chiropractors usually explain this too, and the physical therapists, they usually explain this too, but they'll tell you, make sure you go see your chiropractor. You make your appointments regularly. There's no gaps in appointments, things like that, because that all kind of builds your insurance case. It builds a good insurance case in the end when they see that medical treatment. So again, we tell you all that stuff too. So that's kind of those are the three reasons basically why I think that you should hire a lawyer early in your personal injury case. The first is that, they're not going to be scared later if you decide to try to hire a lawyer later. Second is they're going to reduce your medical bills kind of, early on. So your case is going to be, 75% less than it would be if you had counsel. And then finally, we can just kind of tell you just like the ins and outs of the process of a personal injury case in the very beginning. So hope that helps. Again, that's kind of a tip if you've just been involved in a car accident. Hopefully everything's okay. And then it's just kind of how to build the best case. So thank you for watching. I'll leave in the video that in the end of this video is the video about how much lawyer fees are in personal injury cases. So when it's all said and done, it's much better to hire a lawyer, pay the lawyer, and you're still going to come out better in your personal injury case than you would if you try to do it on your own. So check out that video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.